Well, it's interesting to me how you can be born or something can be passed on genetically. And then
Mhm.
when you want to start a business, I think Elon Musk refers entrepreneurship as like chewing and swallowing glass, and you have to have pain tolerance to withstand that day in and day out, and it's really really tough. And you need to be like this type A. You got to be the cheerleader. You got to sell everything, or else no one's going to believe in you in order to buy into your business. And next thing you know, you're like totally isolated yourself, and then you're susceptible to something that you didn't even know that you were susceptible of having.
Hmm.
What do you tell business owners, entrepreneurs, and then you throw COVID into the mix, and then it's just everything is just coming fall. The world's just collapsing on you. What do you do?
Hide.
Zach, I was gonna say, Zach, did you want to add to that question?
Well, eating glass, is that what you said? That was
Yeah.
interesting. Like, wow.
Yeah, Tim, I would say there are so many things that people, especially CEOs, leaders within organizations, can do when they start to realize that so much is out of their control, and this is the situation that we have today, right? And I think one of the things they could do is, first of all, take care of themselves and realize that they had a business and they started a business to provide a service or to relay a program, or to really have an opportunity to work with people for a common purpose. And when something outside of their control and outside of anyone's control happens, how do we cope and how do we become resilient? So recognizing that this is out of everyone's control and realizing we have to take care of ourselves, but really taking the opportunity to ask other people who are in this space. So, just being involved and connecting with others who are going through the same situation themselves. So, definitely other employees, and just asking how things are, and start thinking about, what are some strategies that we've done in the past or that we can start to think of together collectively to assure that our employees are okay, mentally, physically, economically, all that, but also start to connect with other business owners to say, what have you all have done? What is available in terms of resources, or understanding of what are lessons learned from other circumstances like this, right? So, for example, this was not the first disaster that has hit us. It's probably the first global pandemic that's hit us since the Spanish flu. But we've had, hurricanes, we've had, flooding, we've had, other circumstances that have paused us for maybe a day, maybe not for a year and a half, but maybe for a day. So I think business owners have access to information from their professional organizations, from other, business owners from around our region, and simply just their employees, right? And those, and even their customers, finding out what's different. So, I think entrepreneurs in particular are probably the best skilled in terms of flexing and pivoting and looking at, what else is out there, and starting to throw things on the wall to see what might work. But I think, what I would like to underscore is the critical importance of making sure that they're healthy and well themselves, right? And realizing that this is going to be a marathon to recover, and lots of short sprints in between, but a marathon. So how do we start to look back and reset and refresh everything related to the business, and from the goals, from the objectives, from the product, from the delivery systems, from inventory and all that. I mean, every aspect of businesses are being evaluated. And then to have the opportunity to say, for the businesses that have struggled and have had to, be forced to close, oh my God, doesn't that break our hearts? But rather, how can we learn from them as they have had to do their maneuvering, and hopefully looking at where the market is going to go in the future? Where is the puck going to go from here? And
Mm-hmm.
where is the pandemic going to leave us? And again, with all the uncertainties that are out there, how can we start to look at what is the population going to need? What is our business going to be able to do that we did before but maybe delivered in a different way? Or what are some ideas that are going to be coming now, from the internet, from, conversations to say, what are our gaps that are out there that now we can pivot to, leverage, at that time. So again, I think it's letting the entrepreneurs and the businesses start to realize there are always going to be opportunities, and the entrepreneurs are going to find it. And I think the more that we could maybe have those forums or those conversations to say, what is it that we can do together, and anticipate that, because COVID-19 in particular, we're still learning about, how do we anticipate again and learn from this experience to say, what is the next big emergency circumstance, another pandemic? Oh my God, if we don't have to go that way, we hope we don't have to. But a public health emergency, or another economic emergency, or geographic emergency. I mean, what other circumstance can we prepare from and learn from, so that we could be more resilient? There's, I think, a lot that we can have our businesses talk about, but also take advantage of, where the new needs are going to be.
I've been directly involved within our entrepreneurial community for years. And the most common question I get is, Tim, I want to get involved, but I don't know what events I should attend. Well, StartWheel eliminates that pain point, because we consolidate all the events you should attend into a single calendar. Now you'll be in the know and see where to spend your time. Gone is the need to search multiple websites and calendars. Just head to startwheel.org and see for yourself. That's startwheel.org.